Good evening, Board Chairman Crisp, Vice Chairman Cherry, esteemed members of the Board, Superintendent Houchard, faculty, students, and special guests. It is an honor to stand before you as the principal at Forestview High School and a member of the Jaguar School community. At Forestview, excellence is at the heart of everything we do, where our mission is to build a school environment that nurtures creativity, growth, and success for all of our students. We believe in fostering an environment where every student has the opportunity to reach their full potential. The Collegiate Preparatory Academy pathway at Forestview High School is designed to equip students with the essential skills needed for advanced academic success. This is achieved through a combination of academic support and a carefully crafted curriculum that fosters these abilities, where students complete AP Seminar and AP Research courses, as well as other AP courses in various subject areas. Students who pass the AP courses and score high enough on the AP exams can earn the AP Seminar and Research Certificate or the AP Capstone Diploma. AP Capstone is a College Board program that equips students with the independent research, collaborative teamwork, and communication skills that are increasingly valued by colleges and universities today. The pinnacle of the Collegiate Preparatory Academy is AP Research, a course developed by College Board that gives students the opportunity to essentially write a graduate-level thesis while still in high school. In AP Research, students formulate an inquiry question, conduct extensive research on the topic, identify gaps in the existing knowledge, and then design and execute a research plan to explore those gaps. They conclude by presenting their findings from their original research. As a result, our students graduate as proficient writers, confident public speakers, and sharp critical thinkers. This evening, we are excited to share with you a brief glimpse of the impressive work that our students do in the Collegiate Preparatory Academy at Forestview High School. Ms. Comer, you're right behind me.
I was trying to be discreet. Surprise! Good evening, everyone. My name is Genevieve Comer, and I have the privilege of being the coordinator for the Collegiate Preparatory Academy at Forestview High School. The students you're going to meet tonight are part of the final course in our pathway, AP Research. In this course, as Mrs. Mims explained, students select their own research project topic, and it's usually related to their future goals. Midway through the year, all of our students present their progress to their parents and to the community through our gallery showcase, and these pictures are of that gallery showcase. Two of our students tonight are going to share with you directly their project. These students have chosen their own topics. They're completely diverse and often deal with wide-ranging subject areas and academic disciplines. The first of our students, Lily Friday, is an uncommon scholar. She's a finalist for both the Moorhead Kane and the Anderson scholarships. And I am completely proud to say that she wants to be an English teacher. So she has a keen interest in history and in literature. Please tell us about your project, Lily.
Good evening. So my research is about the use of figurative language in Vietnam War literature. And specifically, I'm looking at how does Vietnam War memoirs and Vietnam War poetry compare in their use of rhetorical devices. So in the body of knowledge, there's a lot of information about how Vietnam War poets use rhetorical devices to connect the unknown of the war to the American public. However, this same research has not been done on other autobiographical writings, such as memoirs. So my research aims to fulfill this gap in the knowledge. So far in my research, I have chosen 2 books, 1 memoir, and 1 poetry example to read and analyze, pulling out examples of 5 rhetorical devices, similes and metaphors, allusions, euphemisms, and visual imagery. So far, I have found that the poetry example often does not use rhetorical language a lot to show emotion in the events presented, but that the memoir does, and it creates a very personalized impact with the words you are reading. Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you very much, Lily. Our second presenter is Tristan Payton, whom you met earlier tonight with the Forestview swim team. He's a scholar athlete. He's at the top of his game and the top of his class. He's interested in a career in computer science, particularly in the ecological implications of artificial intelligence. Tristan, please share.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen of the board. I'm Tristan Payton. So my research this year, I'm focusing on evolutionary game theory. Are you familiar with the game theory concept? Okay. So game theory is a mathematical formula that uses to find optimum strategies in games like chess or checkers or things like that. But evolutionary game theory is a ecological derivative of that focuses on strategies for survival. So they can predict how animals will behave with one another based off of math. So what I'm doing is evolutionary game theory struggles to prove scientifically that problems in ecosystems are the root cause. So scientists typically try to use evolutionary game theory to explain issues, but they can't be like, that is the issue, evolutionary game theory says so, so we're going to solve that. They have to find roundabout reasons and roundabout answers to prove that. I'm trying to prove that evolutionary game theory is just effective at proving that is the issue, and to just go straight through it so they don't have to go around. I've created a 8-foot by 8-foot terrarium in my garage, thanks to the help of my dad, and which contains 6 types of insects. We have ivory millipedes, isopods, which are roly-polies, buffalo beetles, we have white worms, and jumping spiders. And then we also have, we have another type of beetle called a rung beetle. So with that, I've created a evolutionary game theory program using the Lotka and Volterra equations, and I've written it in R, which is a scientific modeling code, and I've compared the development of the terrarium over time. I've been twice a day I would record and then demonstrate or compare to the evolutionary game theory code. So my findings so far is that while just with base data, it's not as effective with enough data. So I've worked for about 4 weeks now, and with that amount of data, it is able to accurately predict future development. So right now, with about an error of 5 to 10 of the population, they can accurately estimate how many insects are in the terrarium at any time.
Wow.
And that's my project. Thank you so much.
Wow.
Very nice.
Thank you, Ms. Comer. Thank you, Lily. Thank you, Tristan, for sharing your research. We appreciate the opportunity to share with you tonight
About the Collegiate Preparatory Academy at Forestview High School, and to showcase the hard work and the dedication of all of our staff and our students. Do you have any questions for our students tonight?
I have a question. I'm sorry, get right ahead.
Lily, you coming back to Gaston County Schools, be an English teacher, right? Yeah, we need to get big bonuses for her. We need her back. Yeah, absolutely. Hey, thank you guys for sharing tonight. We worked that out too.
I wanted to say that I'm really, really impressed. And I would hope that somehow that you could go visit some of our middle schools and talk to some of our science classes, because that's the kind of thing that inspires other people. I mean, I like when people talk to me and I have no clue what they're talking about, but I enjoyed it. Now, I did know a little bit of it, but thank you for all your hard work, and please share with the rest of our county before you leave.
I have one I wanted to add. Young lady, appreciate what you're doing. How did you come up with that particular idea, if you will?
So I went to a governor's school this summer, and we did a lot with poetry, and I always, kind of reading poetry, I thought this sounds a lot like memoirs in their use of kind of the autobiographical writing, and then I love U.S. history, so I really wanted to focus on a war that I feel is little understood by the American public.
I want to say thank you. And before you leave, make sure I get your name. My father's a Vietnam veteran. He was there for a year and a half. I was born while he was there. And so Vietnam is a very important part of my life. And so if I could get your name, I'd like to get some more information on it, just so that I could share with him about what you're doing. So thank you. Young man, thank you as well. That's way over my head, and as far as all that goes. You keep pounding and doing what you're doing, but we're thankful for you two guys and what you do. Again, thank you to both of you.
I'd like to also give a shout out to Ms. Comer. She's really a wonderful teacher.
Yeah, obviously, yeah.
Stole it
thank
from
you.
somewhere.
Privileged to work with some of the best and the brightest minds at Forestview High School.
Mr. Chairman, would I be out of order to ask if we can congratulate those young students to come up here?
Oh, absolutely.
You guys mind coming up?
Oh, no, she didn't call it right.
Oh, okay, good, okay.
She would not go in there.
I was gonna say, I wasn't going to.
We're gonna go
Phone where we're putting it out there.
Yeah, very cool. Yeah, thank you, buddy. Appreciate your work.
So I think Mr. Ramsey has a comment, and then Ms. Cherry as well.
Yeah, well, first of all, when we didn't ask questions, we only made comments because you was way out of our league. The second thing, Capstone's a wonderful program. I know the parents are out there, they know how hard these kids work, and it's not easy to get through that. And I think Lee mentioned them going into middle school. I think that's an awesome idea, because a lot of kids don't know what Capstone is. So thank y'all again. Great job.
Ms. Cherry.
And on that note, I'm just curious, what have you found to be the most exciting and challenging in the program thus far? Because the kids are going to want to know. And I think that is an excellent idea, Lee, because you hear Capstone, and most kids are, what is it? What is it? So I'm curious, what has been the most challenging to you, and what has been the most exciting and fun?
Well, I would say the most challenging piece has definitely been the advanced level of the curriculum. There's a fast pace, but thank you for our wonderful teachers. It's not so fast paced where it's not understandable, but it is fast paced to where we feel like we're being productive and learning something valuable. That's awesome.
I would say for me, the most difficult part is presenting. I think a lot of freshmen come in and just the standing up in front of a classroom and presenting what they found can kind of scare them away. But I think the teachers are so good at just calming nerves, and even Miss Cover was sitting over there being like, "You're gonna do great." Like, calm down.
You did do great, by the way.
Thank you. And so in that way, it's very approachable, even though it can be
So what's the most fun and exciting part of it?
I think I love the community that I feel like you have as a class. The classes are small. Like in my research section, there's only 9 students. And I feel like I know these students better than I know basically anyone else at the school.
I love the freedom of the topics, to be honest. I've had a long-term interest in computer science, and this is the first opportunity I've gotten to practice it in a scientific setting, so I'm very excited.
Excellent. Well, thank y'all.
Thank you.
You're great PR for us.
So I'll say this, we've had a tremendous amount of students come through here tonight. And I think it shows the excellence in Gaston County Schools, whether it be from the classroom, the CTE classroom, the sports field. administration, whatever it is. So, Mr. Ramsey said it a minute ago, continue to spread the good news about Gaston County Schools, because we are doing good things, and our students are doing great things. So thank you all for being here tonight. We appreciate it.